Hi.
Hi.
We're so glad that you're here.
Did you tell everybody who's here?
Everybody knows who
Oh,
she
okay.
is.
All right. I didn't.
J.W. Middleton, thank you
Hello.
very much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me again, beautiful lady.
Anytime, beautiful lady. So tell us about, we saw the cover of the book and our
Yes.
break.
Yes.
This is a little bit different.
It is.
So tell us about the book and how it came about.
This book is called Things I Wish He Knew, Our Letters of Truth, from a male perspective. And they are letters from fathers to sons and sons to fathers. What happened was our son came to us and he had this idea. He wanted to do something for young males that were fathers, that they had a group where they were getting together and talking. And he said, why not do a book? Because we did one for women, where women were writing letters to the men in their life. So I said, great idea, let's do it. So we got 10 men who had the courage enough to write a letter to their dad. And some wrote letters to their sons. And it was very therapeutic for them. It was very healing for them. And it just really opened up a door of conversation. We had, my husband recorded some music that went along with the book. We had a dinner to congratulate the writers as well. And just the conversation that came from that was amazing, because men don't normally share their emotions, just saying. And
I share mine. Certain men.
so this book was a great foundation, a great starting point for them to be able to talk about what they may not have ever talked about as it pertains to the father-son relationship. And I think it's time to celebrate fathers and sons as well.
So Herb, how about you? Tell us about your thoughts on this book and the project in general, because it sounds extremely emotional.
Yeah, actually, it was an emotional experience for me. My father's been deceased since 1998, and I felt it was, like my wife said, it was therapeutic for me to be a part of the book, because I had unanswered questions from my father that obviously I didn't get a chance to ask him. So, I wrote in the book like my father was still here. And in the process of me writing, it allowed me to release some of, just this the mental stress that I had of not being able to communicate with him. And it was different, but it was, and another thing, I thought it would be helpful for those that still have fathers.
Exactly.
To be able to approach their dads and be honest with them and ask them questions. My first question in the book was, why you never told me you loved me? And that was it was heavy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to start. My father passed when I was 3, so it'd be so many different questions in my head I would ask.
But do you have a son?
I have a son.
You can start
I
there.
have a son. I could write to him, but his write might come back scribble, because he don't write. He don't
Well,
write
the
well.
point, the whole point of it is really not to get a response. It's to say, because when you write, it's final. No one can really judge it. They can't interject. Any emotions that they feel about what you write, they have to deal with. The writing is really for you. It's for you to be able to say to your son some things you wish he would have known. Maybe it was a relationship between him and his mother, or a relationship between you and your dad, or whatever that is, to just open the door of conversation. Because once they're gone, we don't get the answers.
Yeah.
And if we don't ask the questions now or express the feelings now, when it's over, it's over. So this book has been really fascinating. We've done a workshop at Howard High School.
Are you going to do any more? I'm sorry to interrupt
That's
you.
okay, no, it's
Are
fine.
you doing any more
Workshops?
Yeah.
We would like to. We would
Okay.
love to get into the high schools, because we believe that if we can start
Colleges
helping
too.
colleges too. We can start helping young boys, young males get emotionally healthy, they can become better students and better
Oh, yeah.
better men. So we've done that. The book was also featured at Delaware Fatherhood and Family Coalition last week in their Dad Summit down in Dover. So we really want to make the rounds with this and get this book. We created a workbook also to help them journal, and just has about 15 questions and some writing space in it for them to start. Because like you, they may not know where to start, you know, so just give them a jump.
Now, this is probably my last question, unless Dwayne has anything, but the ages of the sons in the book that contributed, what's that age range? How little is too little to start this?
I think middle school is a good age to start, because I think that's when the change begins to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So they can kind of express their feelings, or at least become aware of what they're feeling and get some help expressing them. But in this group, in this book, the youngest I think may have been, I want to say 19 or 20, and the oldest was probably 60. So we have educators in this book, we have entertainers in this book, we have music producers in this book, we have pastors, social workers in this book. So a wide range of people that have participated in this project.
And I know it's available on Amazon. Where else can people purchase the book?
They can also go to visiondirectives.com and order it there as well, and barnesandnobles.com.
Oh, I do have one final. Do you have any more questions? The final question I have is, now that it's done, your son who came to you, what has he said to you?
You answer that question.
What did she ask?
Okay, well he
said
said it was very helpful for him. He wrote the introduction of the book, and he was able to express to his dad how he felt.
Oh yeah, now I can take it.
Thank you.
So my oldest son, we had a broken relationship, and through this book, and just through, I mean, I think it was divinely, you know, God like really intervening, we were able to, our relationship was restored over the years. So, but there was things that I didn't know.
Okay.
That through this book, even in the dinner that we had a few weeks ago, that I learned, and the book just brought some things to head.
In a good way.
In a good way. I mean, some things, I mean, obviously you don't like to hear the truth, but the truth helps you. You know what I'm saying? It helps heal, and it helps you get to the next level of life. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all good.
Well, as always, you guys are welcome to come back whenever you like.
Thank you so much for
And
having
anytime, anytime. Thank you for sharing this with us. I'm very glad that we were able to talk about it.
Thank you.
And if you do have another workshop, certainly let us know so that we can promote it and maybe even
Absolutely.
come. Okay?
Absolutely. Yep.
All right.
Thank
See how I
you.
invite myself places?
That's okay.